I feel like we don't talk about how hard it is to believe in a dream, to keep showing up and putting in effort even when you cannot see a clear path. There's no callbacks, no results, just silence, not even a sign that something is working. And it's at that point that you start asking yourself, is it even worth it? Is it ever going to click? And am I actually going to make it? I have been thinking a lot about this lately because I am in that space, the weird, uncomfortable in between, where you're waiting and hoping for something. You want something, but you don't know what you want. You just have an idea in your head and there isn't a clear path to where you're going. And you just keep putting in effort in little ways and just trying to do what you can. But as time goes on, and you don't get any positive feedback, because in society we've associated progress with proof. We need to see it. With time, you're not seeing any progress, you're not seeing any sign, you don't get anything, and you start to think, am I even on the right path? Is this all in my head and am I crazy? Is this dream that I have, is it too big? And am I actually going to get there? So lately I have been exploring new opportunities that I believe would get me closer to my goals and dreams. I have also decided to move away from the city that I am in right now because I just feel like it's time to move. And the type of life that I want to build for myself or things I want to do or achieve, I don't feel like I can get it in this city. So it has been a hard decision to make, to leave my comfort zone where things are stable and I am okay, I'm comfortable, to dream about something that I cannot see and I don't have a clear path to it. There's no structure, there's no guide. I'm just thinking to myself, I might get this here and I want to live here in this city, or I want to do this in this place. But then when I'm searching online or I'm applying to things, I don't get any callbacks. It's not even about jobs, to be fair, but then it's just everything. There's no positive feedback. This is just me in my head. This is just Zainab that sees that in the next 3 months, I don't want to be here and I want to be in another place doing something different, but I don't know how I would get there. But then I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep applying for things. I'm going to keep searching. It's risking and telling my landlord that, I am leaving, and maybe I haven't done this one, but then I'm thinking about it, to be fair. I don't even want my mom to hear this part, but then resigning at my job because I'm thinking I'm going to get this. It's the risk and it's trying to believe that there is better and I can do better, but then I don't see it. So the point here is sometimes you start to doubt yourself. And I'm starting to doubt myself and feel like, oh my God, am I actually going to get there? Like, is this even worth it? I'm not getting any sign that I can actually do this thing or I can achieve this big leap and jump that I am daring to do. You're making a huge mistake and you need to stop. You need to stay comfortable. You need to stay where you are because this is familiar. These days, I'm trying to believe in my ability to handle uncertainty. I've always said that I hate uncertainty and I hate that uncertainty is a part of life that we have to deal with, but I'm learning to embrace it. With the next few months, I'm telling myself that no matter what happens, even if I don't get these things that I want, I can do it and I can navigate whatever difficulty comes with that chapter of my life. And on some days where I feel down and I doubt myself, I try to remind myself of all the impossible things that I have done, because I feel like over the past 3 years, my life has been filled with a lot of impossibles that I have made happen. And I know that I did that all on my own with so much uncertainty, with crying in my diary and being sad and self-doubt and imposter syndrome, but I did this. I am literally in this room, in this city, in this country, because a certain version of me is Zainab in Abuja, in my home when I came back from India, believed that she saw it, and I have a whole video about it. I won't get into it, but then she saw and believed that, okay, we can go and do our masters, we can apply for this, and she did it. She got so many rejections, but she believed in it. And all through the journey of being in the UK, And this chapter reminds me of when I was applying to get this job. That was after my master's. I was applying for my full-time job. And it was such a crazy time because you're done with your master's and you're thinking, oh, you're going to get so many opportunities. But then it was so hard to get a job. And I have videos about that too. And I almost gave up because I'm applying and there's nothing. There's no feedback. I'm going for interviews. I just keep getting rejections. And it was a very difficult time. In as much as I tap inspiration from that chapter of my life when I was applying for jobs and now I have a full-time job that I really love, I think about how I am so happy that I got rejected from all those other jobs, because this was the best job, because this job is just so convenient in the sense of the location. It just works for me perfectly, for my career, for everything. It just works well. In as much as I try to tap from that inspiration, but I know it's not the same thing. It's not the same dream. This feels bigger. This feels like I'm going all in. I also think that comfort and stability is a very sneaky thing, because it's on some days when I go to work easily and I get my paycheck and I come back to my beautiful room, that is like one of the most difficult things, and I think it sounds weird, is leaving this room. I built this room brick by brick. Every little part of this room was built with love and intentionality. I have made this space my sanctuary. I've put in so much love into it, and to think that I'm going to have to leave it for no reason, no one is chasing me, nothing wrong is happening, and I am intentionally deciding to leave to pursue and chase something that I have no guarantee over. And there's also the thought of, I might regret this decision and I might look back and think, oh my God, Zainab, why did you leave? That was so stupid. But then I'm trying to believe in my capacity and my capability and in my faith, because I know that I'm praying about it, and in my resilience. I'm tapping into and I think I've lost my train of thoughts, but then it's tapping into older versions of myself that has done difficult things. But I know this is not the same. My brain is telling me that, yes, you know that you've done more difficult things and you've passed them and you've achieved these things, but this is more difficult and this is riskier. And can you even do it? I really like to document my life, what's going on, my journey, my mistakes, what has happened, what I'm learning. So I think this is one of it. This is one of those moments that I want to document. I don't really know how this story will pan out. I just want to know that I'll look back in 6 months on this channel, at this video, and look at this version of myself who is saying all these things, and she would look at me and she'll think, oh my God, girl, you did it. It's how with my job searching videos, I still have them down in the channel. And I look at them and I just feel so proud of that version of myself, because she got the job in the end. The last video I was complaining about a job, I was going for an interview and I was thinking, oh my God, will I get this? And that was the one I got the job for, you know? And it's just proof to myself that I showed up, proof for my future self that I show up even when it's hard, even when I can't see progress, even when nothing is happening, and that I can do and achieve things in times of uncertainty. With this chapter of my life, I'm learning to embrace self-doubt. I'm learning to embrace not feeling 100% ready and still jumping into it and still doing it. I have this thing about myself where I like to think that life happens for me, like life is happening for me, life is not happening to me, and things are working towards my progress to make things better for me. Things are happening in the life just so that I can get to that version of myself that I want, so that I can achieve that success, those goals. So if I have that mindset and I know that things are working for me, it makes it easier for me to do things. And it's okay to go into things and it's okay to make decisions even when I'm not 100% sure of them. Because previously I used to feel like if I'm going to make this decision and I'm going to do this, then I need to be 100% sure. So right now it's embracing uncertainty and believing in my ability to handle whatever challenges are going to come with it. I think I've always tried to avoid challenge. I'm reminding myself that at this point I need to accept it. It's going to be a part of life. I've experienced so many challenges just in my life, not even only in coming to this country, but then with coming to this country I've just experienced a bigger level of just more challenges. It has built up a lot of resilience in me. So with those, I think I've gotten traumatized because I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to experience this type of uncertainty, or I don't want to experience this. I want things to go smoothly. But I'm learning that that's not life. Things won't happen that way. So it's believing that whatever it is, I'm going to be able to deal with it. And it's just believing that my future self is equipped to handle whatever comes her way. And I think the last thing is telling myself that rest is also progress. Rest is also an act of belief. Because I want something so much, somewhere in my brain tells me that if you're resting, then you don't want this good enough. If you're resting, then you're not going to make this and you're not going to achieve it. But I'm learning that progress is not just by going full mode and constantly doing that thing. Resting and rejuvenating my brain, doing things that I love, like painting, going on walks, just resting and having fun, also builds me to be a better version of myself who can put more effort and energy into those things that I want to achieve. If you're in a similar phase in your life, just know that it's okay to doubt yourself sometimes, and sometimes you won't believe in yourself fully, but just keep trying, just keep putting in that 1%, 2%. That also counts. It matters. Silence does not mean that nothing is happening. It just means that you're building seeds that would just grow one day into something really beautiful, something that you wouldn't have ever expected. That's how I like to see my life. I like to see it as every little effort that I'm putting in. It doesn't have to count now. It's believing that whatever it is that I have invested my time and effort into is going to be worth it, and it's never wasted. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and yeah, bye.